Right next to you. Oh, sorry. Yeah. There we go.
There's two of them. Neither one says yes, and they both have a lock. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I found it. Never mind.
Okay. I'm gonna see how this goes. Try to make sure that you're logged in.
Thank you.
Just turn those laptops this way.
Oh, I mean like, and switch the chair? Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, but reader, yeah. Put a reader in.
Oh yeah, perfect. Let me see how it looks on the YouTube one, since that one's already live streaming. Oh, perfect. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is it nice?
It is.
I just thought of it. In the chair.
Okay.
It wasn't being used.
Hello.
Found it.
Wow.
Yes.
YouTubers.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and I like the background too, because you see the Taste True Wellness, you see the leaves. That.
Are you saying this?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
organizing. Oh.
Are we live streaming?
Oh.
Yes.
I see a
Did you get your
element.
copies in the mail,
Yes.
Pamela?
Not to
No.
move this
No.
out of the screen,
But I
but
got mine
without
But I thought,
reading.
yeah, I thought originally you said you were gonna.
We are going to be live streaming this event, so just make sure that if you do not
I highlighted your
want
name
your
on the
image
one.
portrayed across Facebook, that you turn off your video. Also, be sure that if you are not the poet that is speaking, that you have your mic muted. I don't want to have to mute people for them. We're all adults here. So I'm going to go ahead and start the live stream. Just a moment.
Well, you say it's not transcendental because with the mask and something else I missed what you were saying. I'm sorry.
Okay, you're breaking up, so it might be your connection.
I'm blinking. What the image is blinking?
You're breaking up.
I'm breaking up.
Yes, so it might be your connection.
Well,
It's not my mask, it's your connection.
okay. I get better. Hearing her fine. Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, now I can see you. Wow.
I'm trying to get something free.
Yes. This whole
This
time that you're here, you can get drinks whenever you want. Yeah.
Very good.
So you order over here.
Over here? Okay.
Yeah.
What's good? What's good?
All these juices. I like the yeah.
Smoothies.
Okay, what are we reading today, or are we reading?
Hey there, Rose. I mean, RH.
Hi.
RA. Today is the publishing party for Scenes of Southern California. That's right.
Okay.
Am I on screen there?
I got work.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Feel free to move
my
my laptop
records,
around too, because we'll be in and out. Okay.
You're not in here. Is that true?
No, I forgot.
Bummer. I'm sorry you had to admit
And
that
I
on
am
international television.
unemployed and not putting anybody into anything because I don't have it. So.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Hey, calm down, audience. Calm down. You're such a rowdy audience. That's cool. We'll fit you in, you know, because we know you.
Jesse and I should read them too.
Well,
Let's
can
see.
Christian read them if RH is gonna read at some point?
Well, I never said anyone could not read.
Oh, perfect.
I never said that.
Okay. Because I got accepted into Jammed and inspection of course.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking
I
for.
like someone who brags.
Yeah, Robert Fleming is not in here.
Okay.
There's a lot of noise from the live audience. It's
Lawrence.
making it hard to hear Zoom.
Berger is in here. He is in here, just like Alicia Vigueras is in here.
I'm in there.
And Lynn Bronstein's in here, and she can come down and pick up her copy if you want. No, that's a bit of a trek from the San Fernando Valley. And who else? We got Kaloki. Yeah, he got his copy. He was the first one to get a copy. Yeah. And I'm having trouble reading that name at the bottom there.
Arlene Jones Ridley.
That's the one. Erlene, right? Is it Erlene?
Mm-hmm.
Erlene? Yeah, my mother's name is Arlene, so that's just one letter off. You got one extra letter.
Okay, we have five more minutes until this gets started.
Yeah, 3:15, right?
Yeah, Lynn wants to know if she can have a copy sent to her.
Yeah, just send me $5 for postage and I can do that, sure. Sharon. I sent Sharon.
We send $5 to you when you need it mailed to us.
You're welcome.
What'd she say?
Thank you. No, thank you for having us.
One more time.
I was asking, where would we send the $5 to?
Oh, yeah,
if we
send it
wanted
to
it
me.
mailed to us?
Send it to me. Sharon knows. You're with Sharon's group, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Arlene. Hi, Don.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll get you the information. Okay.
Yeah, Sharon knows.
Actually, I think you can, okay, I'll talk to you.
I'll tell you. You can put it in the chat. 'Cause I'm not at a computer right now, so.
Oh, I was telling Koga that you guys can feel free to move my laptop around while we go in and out. Yeah. So I guess now we'll be back.
Oh yeah, bring me protein style.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about
Double protein style.
Okay.
Yeah. Good man. Good man. Let's see. We're starting in just 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes to tense up.
How many copies did I get? 5?
Well,
I can't remember.
that's a good question. Let's see what I got for you. Yeah. You already got one, so you got 3 more coming.
Okay.
4 altogether.
Okay. I should have called Marlene, because I know Marlene's right, Marlene. And then,
There you go.
I can take her. But yeah, we had our big, we finally had our massive war. You know, we were supposed to have it in 2020. It's so funny because I'd written a poem about the oaks, because I grew up in the oaks for when I was, you know, when I got
In
the
the
wreath from
pre-pandemic
Elsa.
era.
Yes. Yeah, and we were also to do the Minority Arts Center.
Oh yeah, Minority.
At 20, yeah. And then COVID hit. So then Allison already.
Right, she's already practically
She don't-
served her term.
Yeah, but
Are they
so
gonna
she,
extend?
yeah, she's agreed to another 2 years, so,
I think that's a great idea.
yeah, so. But yeah, because we haven't been able to do nothing. But we have a wonderful event. Her former husband went down to dog dating.
Also known as the father of Skyville.
Yes. Have you been to the property?
Not the property, no, but I've known them for a
Okay,
century.
okay, yeah.
When he was a boy.
Sky wants to turn it into because they have all the sculptures. Out in the, they have a
I saw the
huge yard
pictures.
and the sculptures,
Really
yeah.
beautiful.
It's beautiful. And it was so funny, Don, when I was reading my Alice in Wonderland that I wrote with Alice's group and the ballet group.
Kind of a good setting.
And so
1 minute, 1 minute. Don't think I forgot everybody. 1 minute.
I had the crow. I think they were crows. I think they were also from up above, they're going. So I'm like,
Wow.
nature.
Wow. That
Nature
is
was
surreal.
co-op.
That's
Yeah, it
so
was.
surreal.
I mean, it was like, what's going on here?
Well, like seconds to showtime here. I better get in position.
Are you host with the most?
Oh, yeah, that's so much more proximate. There's a lot of noise from the live audience that's making it hard to hear the Zoom people.
That was a while ago.
Okay, I'll try to shut these people up, but it's a really rowdy crowd here, let me tell you. Oh my goodness.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mrs.
It is
Scott.
3:15. Showtime! Ken Scott's in the house, or is that the right way to say it? Ken Scott's in the Zoom. Yeah, good to see you, man.
Ken wants to read in the open.
Yeah, we'll have an extensive open. It looks like we're gonna have an extensive open because not too many people showed up, so that's cool.
I showed up.
Well, she's people. She's people.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm a uniform.
Yeah, but can they see your uniform?
So my
There.
shirt says, "This is my human costume. I'm really a uniform."
Right. All right. So to start off, I guess we'll give first dibs to the people that are actually in this book, and I think that means I want to go with Alicia first.
Alicia.
Because she's so used to being one of the last, you know. So go ahead, Alicia. Turn on your mic, and you get to read first. There we go. There we go. Let's see. It's the one from the book. It is. It's the one from the book. Page 73.
Understand.
Come here. Here she is.
Alicia, make sure you unmute your mic. We can't hear you.
And if you're not reading, please mute your mic.
There we go.
There you are, Alicia. Go ahead.
Well, I was saying that I do like this poem because I wrote it as my husband was asleep. And he sleeps very well and I don't. So when I go to sleep, I just watch him. And sometimes if I don't hear her breathing, I get a little anxious. Nocturnal fear. I listen to the smooth drawing of his breath from one shore to the other side of dreams, consciousness. A gentle rhythm of sloshing water fills the bedroom like music. I panic when it deviates its course, the length of a medium-sized rock. I fear the boat not reaching its destination, getting stuck in the middle of the river. Currents frozen, wind paralyzed in mid-air. The suspended cloud adrift from her sister's lawn dissolved to nothingness. He's not aware, of course, of my anxiety. My watchful eye scanning the surrounding darkness. My attuned ear bent like a lift in the direction of his screen center. I cross my hand over his heart, let it rest, until I feel movement, the soft vibration of a song inhabiting his chest.
Oh, thank you, Alicia. That's a beautiful poem. Beautiful. And the best thing is, not only did we see it on the screen, but I was able to read it from the book too. Yeah. That made it. It's just such a full experience that way when you can see the poem and hear it at the same time. Thank you, Alicia. Okay. Let's see now. I see Kaloki. Yeah, there he is. So since you've been going by Stillwell lately, I guess I can have you go next. Let's see. Carl Stillwell, he's on page 67.
Okay, this is from a found poem on trees from Twitter. And the first three stanzas are from indigenous American Indian. And the last one is either by someone, by Beth Midler or someone saying it, or Beth Midler, the last stanza.
All right.
Okay. I'll just say trees are social beings. They can count, learn, and remember. They nurse sick members and warn each other of danger by sending electrical signals across a fungal network. They keep ancient stumps of long-billed neighbors alive for centuries by feeding them a sugar solution to their roots. When you understand that under capitalism, a forest has no value until it's cut down, you begin to understand the root of our ecological crisis.
Yes.
Good man. Kaloki. And you too can have a picture of Kaloki for just however much this book costs, I forget.
$20.
$20, 20 simoleons, and you can have a picture of Kaloki to look at while you're in bed reading.
Worth every penny.
Worth every cent.
I've had to be in company with poets like Alicia and
Yeah, this is a lot. Hey, a lot of good posts in here. Definitely. Let's bring up another one. Here's one that I've never met before, but she has a last name similar to another poet I've never met before. Is that the big clue? Vicki Williams.
Oh,
that's who I'm talking about. Vicki Williams.
hello.
Hey, Vicki.
Yes.
That's a really cool photo there. Look at that. That's very nice.
I'm a Louisiana girl.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Love it. Wait, can't wait to hear it.
I'm the Bayou State, east of the Washington River, from grassroots, gumbo culture, Creole seasoning. I know the taste of jambalaya and etouffee. Know the smell of animals simmering in the pot. I use the outhouse, walked on plywood floors, smiled when the linoleum arrived. With the sheetrock embellished the walls. I played on dirt roads and gravel streets where worn out souls and bare feet found the beat. I never owned a bike or a pair of roller skates. I owned a black and white Oxford, wore white bobby socks, and used Vaseline on my knees. I grew up listening to rhythm and blues. Aretha Franklin was always in my mix. I turned the volume up on the radio when she sang, "The Young, Gifted, and Black." Got me an afro in 1969. I felt the cold breath of your darkness. Never had to guess who was coming to dinner. My father told my brother never be caught after dark in Mississippi. I'm from a resilient people. The amen. My mother carried me on the wings of her prayers. Only had a dime when we arrived in California in 1968. I'm a Louisiana girl from humble beginnings and of holding opportunity to amazing grace.
Wow, that is a fantastic portrait poem. Way to go, Vicki.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That was really good stuff.
I forgot to tell everybody it was on page 76. Sorry about that. But here's the easy part that comes after that. All you have to do is turn back a page. 75 for our next reader, the strangely similarly named Sharon Williams. Unmute thyself, Sharon.
Thank you, Don. I'm going to bring it up on just on my screen. Okay.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Okay.
I love that.
Hello,
I love that. I
everybody.
love when people
Good
do
to
that.
be here today. This one I like a few others, just a reflection of some of the things I was going through during the pandemic. It's called Still. I'm changing things in the absence. Silence is deep in the cavern where my sorrow halts and the rebirth begins. Where coal miners stop digging, rockets float the wave of space, divers kneel in the vacuum of the sea. Silence is free when my coin jar is empty. It's anger on cotton pallets, stampedes on feathers, sand dunes in the desert. Snide remarks falling backwards, prayer and meditation in the foreground. It's my retreat from absurdity. Speaking to hear sound, it makes apologies unnecessary. Silence is the absence of gum-chewing, liquid-slurping snorts and unhinging long sighs of a deficit. Hush. Smell the salt water. Taste the vanilla pudding. Feel the dryer lint. Look at the slop. It's Antarctica 1 square inch in open field. The Lord. A long country road of magnificence and nothingness. Love in empty spaces. Silence is forgiveness for the air of all ways.
Yeah. Oh man, that was magnificent. Ooh.
Sharon, your poem was a feast for my senses. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I
Thank
love
you.
this
Thank you.
stuff. So beautiful.
Well done.
I love Dark Truth.
Wow, that's a great idea for an anthology.
Dark
Truths. Okay. Well, since we're on a roll with Sharon's group, we might as well bring on Arlene, huh?
Arlene.
Yeah. See, Arlene Jones.
Yeah, hello everybody. This is Arlene Jones Ridley. The poem that I submitted was
Page 36. You made
what's
it.
that?
Page 36.
Viviana's here. Pull up a chair. Yeah. I'm sorry. Arlene, we're half live, half Zoom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The poem I submitted is what do the blue sky, love, and I have in common? The sky with its beautiful hue of blue can be covered by dark clouds, raging storms, and tornadoes too. Once the storms pass and the blue sky is sitting there, untethered by weather, calmly waiting to be revealed again. The storms of life, they come and go. There are clouds of disappointment, hurt and shame, death, divorce, and even pain. When forgiveness and hope remove the despair, pushing away the storms and the dark clouds, only to reveal what was always there. Reveal love, like the blue sky, was sitting there, untethered, and calmly waiting to be revealed. I have a choice to make, and so do you. Will you choose to be like the storms of life, ranting and raging, sometimes uncontrollable, dissipating for a season, only to return with destruction and vengeance? Or will we make the choice to be like the sky, standing firmly, being God's masterpiece, watching the storms as they pass by, untethered, and calmly waiting to be revealed again? I am God's masterpiece. I am love. I am sky.
Rick has made me.
I love the philosophy of your poetry, Arlene. Thank you so much. You really make me think about the meaning of life.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Not to mention you throwing some good vocabulary words there. Untethered, uncontrollable, unimaginable, unawesome. Awesome. All right. And your background is pretty cosmic too. We can thank Zoom for that. All right, let's see if we have anyone else. I've been doing everybody on screen. Maybe I should do somebody off screen. I just realized I'm neglecting the off screen people. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to vacate this chair for Gwendolyn Fleischer.
Yay, Gwendolyn.
Let's see. Gwendolyn's on page.
Do I recognize some faces there on Zoom? Hi, everybody.
Oh, hey.
ready?
Page 22.
I have to find me.
Page 22,
Page
Gwendolyn.
22.
Yes. I lose me periodically.
Me too.
I think there's a poem in that. Okay, this is called Speak Out, page 22. I'm a California kid, a SoCal gal, just an LA native from my head to my toes. I love the sunny skies, the not too cold and not too hot. To the mountains in the morning, see the sunset at the shore. Raised in an apartment down in Englewood. Same place has barred windows and is part of the hood. Hop the multicolored metro lines from Santa Monica to South Pass, Linwood to the Union Station, LAX to North Long Beach. Train engine on the tracks keeps rumbling, street musicians on the platforms. Your loose change is how they eat. SoCal is a mecca for all creative types. The poets and the actors all struggle to survive. Creative tribes of every shape and size, age, pronouns, culture, language, celebrate the gifts of life. Poets, speak up, speak out, speak against the lies. Be true to yourselves and speak the truth. Hi, Zoomers.
Whose backpack?
Not mine.
Not
Not
yours?
it.
Not yours?
Only Christian
Okay,
Kid or
somebody
Jesse
else.
Tovar.
That was a true Southern California poet, Gwendolyn Fleischer. You too can read Gwendolyn on page 22. That rhymes. Okay. It happens accidentally sometimes. I rhyme. Hey, this next poet, she came from a long way?
Me?
Yeah.
Kind of someone.
Yeah, Sunland, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of a long way.
It was crowded.
All right, so I want to thank her for making the effort to be here in person, Pamela Shea.
Yay, Pamela! Pew, 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 pew.
She's on page. You can find her first.
62, yes, thank you.
62.
Yeah, I grew up
Oh,
here,
wonderful
so
picture.
I'm a SoCal girl myself. And my poem is entitled Descanso. I don't know if anybody's ever been to a place called Descanso Gardens in La Cañada, Flint Ridge, but it's absolutely gorgeous, and it inspired this poem. And actually, my picture was taken in Descanso Gardens. That's in the book.
Great.
Yeah. Nostrils awake to mystical muskiness that drifts in breezes, both cooling and igniting in morning garden glory. Tangled oak branches raise silent lamentations, only heard between breaths of those who sit in silence, with hearts broken wide open. Birds chirp hallelujahs as they hop in undergrowth and set leaves dancing, singing a message of hope because peace waits in the wings. The dead and living coexisting side by side do both complement while also complementing, embracing all life's stages as the curtain rises and falls. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Pamela. That truly was Descanso. I've been there. I've been there because I went for Lindy Hill's birthday. I don't know if you know Lindy Hill. She's a good friend of Caloki's. And she was a member of our group for many years. So it is a lovely place. And it's just really lovely picture there, too.
That was in the tea garden,
Nice, nice.
Tea house.
Makes me want to go back to the PDF version to see the color version of it. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Well, we seem to be on the in-person roll here. I totally forgot. The first person that came here after me, Jackie Chow.
All righty. My poem is on page, have to find my poem.
Oh,
Page 11. Okay.
11.
And My poem is called What the Sign on My Door Says. I'm Oasis. I see you've come with my doppelganger, a pair of bungles strapped to your chest, a sing-song feline, a pirouette. You wear a leotard and a tutu, danced the jitterbug. You open a box full of smiles. They're fake, unfitting my face. I doubt you'd make me smile today or the next day. Until you find a way, kindly go away. Thank you. It's inspired by the incessant knocks on my doors.
Yeah, if you've never heard the intensity of Jackie Chow's poetry, you just got a taste of it right there. She's awesome, huh? Give it up for Jackie Chow, people. Yeah. And, okay, let's see. I did 1, 2, 3. And I did 4, so I should do one more person that's here. I think actually it was Coco that showed up before Viviana, right?
Yeah.
So it's Coco's turn.
Yay!
Coco's turn.
Page 14.
And, oh, I better get up.
Page 14. I'm also a unicorn in this book.
Oh, yeah.
Show me your shirt.
Oh yeah, I showed him my shirt. This is my human costume. I'm really a unicorn.
And that wasn't your birthday, right?
That was not my birthday. Oh wait, April 13th was my birthday.
Yeah, yeah. And you're on page 14.
One day out.
Just a coincidence.
Okay. I made a necklace for my mom. My mom taught me so many things as a little girl. How to make friendship bracelets, different ways to tie my shoes. I learned how to braid my own hair, Indian braids on either side, or a French braid to look fancy. There are so many memories of mom with strings, embroidered canvases of carefully placed stitches. Cross stitch I picked up quickly, but never really learned how to sew. A needle and thread were all she needed to craft the world around me. I had stitches long before she taught me any of it, though. Childhood stitches made surgically from behind the top of my left ear, a scalpel traced the initial seam into my flesh, stopping just beneath my chin. One more small incision, a tracheotomy, a tube to breathe. The scarred remnants greet me in every mirror. Mother taught me how beautiful stitches could be. That a needle and thread can do so much to give life meaning. So I began braiding and stitching and twisting, splicing. How proud my mom would be. I made a necklace to place around my neck to finish the stitches that were incomplete.
Wow, I can barely stand after that poem. That was heavy duty.
Dark truth.
Dark truths. Now you got to be careful how you say dark truths because it can sound like dark truths.
That's true.
Which is hopefully something that will happen very soon in Russia.
Wow.
Yeah, dark truths.
Yeah, that's another anthology right there.
Yeah. Whew. Okay, I'm still resonating off of that poem there. Wow. Wow. Coco. Yet Coco. All right, I guess since I did 4 people online and 4 people in person, we can go back online now, see if we can catch any more Southern California poets. I see one waving from the Golden Gate Bridge. It's Lynn Bronstein.
Oh, wait a minute. Have I unmuted, right? Yeah. Okay, the irony of my poem is that this is the one week of the year when I would not be in a Jewish bakery, because this is the week we eat
unleavened bread.
Oh, yeah.
This is written for the other 51 weeks of the year. Jewish bakery love. When a bagel fell in love with a kugel, the bagel had to consider this question. I might be better off with a donut, at least for the same shape. And what was the kugel's reaction? The kugel was what kugels are, soft, no less, sensitive. While this little war of passion waged in a bakery case, human eyes met human eyes in the world above. She bought the bagel. He bought the kugel. She bought a bagel, and she also bought a bagel. He bought both the bagel and the kugel and asked him for a date. Couples left the shop to feast on bagels and kugels and even the occasional bialy for their chosen love. It was time for the bagel and the kugel to make up their minds, and I also had to decide which, why not both, and how long before fate unwraps some unexpected, odd-shaped mate for me.
Aww. Aww. And now we're back
Wow.
to the joy of life.
Hey, but nevertheless, it was a very magical moment because you, Lynn, are the first poet I've heard in over 2 years to get the sound of a blender in the background while you're reading.
Was that what that was?
Yeah, it's a blender. It took me back. Wow.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, to 2019. I remember that. Good job. Good job. Yeah. And don't forget to buy Lynn's book, too. Lynn is not just in here, but Lynn has a book called Nasty Girls. You got to get it. Talk to Lynn. Get that book. It's great. Okay? Be sure. All right. Let's see who else is in Zoom land. It's in the book. How could I forget? One of my favorite people, Lawrence Berger. That's because, man, where's your picture? What's going on here? Where are you?
Hello.
Okay, you're being shy.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
He must be early in the book. Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm on
Page
page
3.
3.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the piece I'm known for. I started my career in Southern California. I'm a Southern California poet living in upstate New York. This is the piece I'm known for. It's called Bubblegum. Soft and warm between my teeth. An old lover returns. Sweet, yet tangy inside my mouth. As over and over she dances, building ever more desire. Slowly she turns up the heat, stoking the fire until her passion's no longer compatible. She is releasing the rapture of the moment. And then she slides along my tongue for one more.
Well, I hope that performance didn't blow out your speakers, people in Zoom land. That was cool. Luckily, we had a really small speaker out here, so we're good. Thank you, Lawrence. Yeah, you are a legend, man. You are. We miss you in Southern California. All right. I see another legend right next door on my Zoom chart. Ellen Mabey is here. Ellen, so good to see your name.
Thank you.
You're on page 45, everybody. Ellen Mabey. There she is.
Yeah, I'm going to read from the book, and I thank you so much. It's an honor. It's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
So
Ellen.
this one's, oh, sorry?
I said thank you.
Thank you. This is called Somewhere in the Sky. What if every moment you feel something happening? Someone scattering daisies and someone throwing ash. What if you feel the bones of history and the ache of the land? What if you wake up and your head is a map in a million different languages? What if you are able to eat musical notes for breakfast and symphonies for snacks? What if documentaries are written in your eyelids like rain? What if you listen to everything written with the crescendo of breath? What if everything blended technicolor wonder, but only for an hour? Would you wake up early or stay up all night in order to find it?
What if your sky shimmered with glitter? What if your hemisphere drizzled with dew? A thesaurus of moments, human in nature. Would you live in the clouds or relish Earth's hue? Perhaps life is a multiple choice question, my friend. The answer's in a circle dance with no beginning or end.
Yeah.
I am so glad she made it today.
Man, I remember the first time I heard Ellen Mabey read, I wanted to write poems like Ellen Mabey. She's just so effortlessly brilliant.
Right?
Not only that, but when I got my first copy of Man's Best Friend, on the cover was a dollar bill, a real dollar bill. And I wanted to do that. I wanted to tape something to cover one of my chapbooks. So I finally did that, but I didn't have the guts to put $1 up there. That was very impressive. And you're still a very impressive poet, Ellen. Wow. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. See, I think I can, did I overdo it with the people online? How many have I done?
You've only done
I
2.
did 2? No, 3. Lynn,
3, yeah.
Lawrence, Ellen, so one more. Is there one more onliner that's in this book? Or did I catch everybody?
I think you caught.
I caught everybody? Okay, so we'll go back to live poets, live fresh poets. Here in truly Fresh J, the home of the delicious smoothies.
And you gotta try this stuff, you guys.
Nom,
It's
nom, nom,
amazing.
nom.
I got this waffle, this strawberry waffle with ice
Yeah,
cream.
can they see that? Look at that.
It is
Truly
so
Fresh
good.
J in Arcadia. You got to come here. 411 East Huntington Drive. I memorized that so I could make it. Yeah.
It is definitely 5-star.
Very good. Very good. Very good. And reasonably priced too. I'll mention that. All right. Oh, enough of commercials. Okay, so I think Viviana was next, right? Viviana Aparicio Chamberlain. Take the chair.
Thank you. I love being here with you, creators, right? And I was driving over and I was thinking, why do I like to be with poets? Why do I like to share? And I think it's because we love to give life, right? In your words, in your gardens, and with children. You give life. And
Page 10, everybody.
Pamela said, yes, page 10. Pamela said something that moved me very much. She said many lines, but I'm going to quote the line you said, with hearts broken wide open. That's life, right? But then the seed, it releases the seed. And then she says, because peace waits in the wings. That's very nice. And so with hope, I say this poem to bring back my son from death. Azul, azul, a January morning cries of birth, a llanto of grief, when I first saw the amber green of your eyes. Our sun passed in March 2021, the Ides of March, winds mourn, clouds part, a cross in the sky. Our Lady of Sorrows, Mater Dolorosa, cradles a half moon, blue as jade, like a bowl overflowing with tears. My son, I go for you. I'll roll the rock away from your tomb and set you free. I search purgatory to beg Tlaloc to free you. I pray, I plead, I wail. On the 7th day, you, Amasatl, run like a deer in the Yaqui upper world. And today it's when Jesus is entombed, right? And tomorrow I just thought of that, he'll be freed. So
wow.
Jesus is with my son too.
Wow.
Yeah, my son. Thank you for sharing.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh. Wow, that one really goes to the heart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also happy to report Viviana has done a lot of living. Check out that bio. Oh yeah, that's a nice bio there. It's really good. Read the bio. It's interesting reading even. For Viviana. All right. I'm looking down the alleyway here of Tasty, Truly, Fresh J, and I see Mr. Rick Letty way in the back. Bring him up, bring him up.
By the way, it's good to see a fellow Denison. So anyway, this is I picked this poem because I feel it's my most southern 42. My most Southern California poem. I was traveling around downtown LA and I saw this billboard that said "Let Love Prevail." So,
I've seen that one.
yeah. Downtown Los Angeles screams smoke and desperation. Drought-laden concrete sizzles hard and hot under unmerciful skies white with anger and promise. Shadows move within shadows while hidden refugees pray in converted theater churches. Let love prevail. Wind burned and sun-stroked lives. Hang on just a second. I thought I turned
That's
that
so
off.
Southern California.
Isn't it? And it's not even anybody I know. Let's try this again. Phone's rebelling. Okay, let's try this again now that everything's been
From the top,
read.
from the top.
From the top. Let's do it again and pretend like that never happened. Downtown Los Angeles screams smoke and desperation. Drought-laden concrete sizzles hard and hot under unmerciful skies white with anger and promise. Shadows move within shadows while hidden refugees pray in converted theater churches. Let love prevail. Wind burned and sun-stroked lives, a Babel tower of languages speaking volumes in cacophonous mix. Vendors beckon beside the mountains and chaotic weight of the American dream as mothers hide beneath ornate and rusted matinee idol overhangs, their children impossibly asleep in strollers amid the perpetual pounding urban sturm and drang, genuflecting against banshees of violence and poverty and crying to the heavens, let love prevail. Walking among the hip and hopeless, my vision burned and blurred by the searing stream of passing lives. Buildings rise and crumble, living, dying, and resurrected memories unfold. The city of a million hopes and stillborn dreams laid before me. My mouth dry, my lips cracked as Valkyries swarm the desert's stolen city sky. My heart howls and my blood-filled ears pound as I implore to the echoing madness and beauty, let love prevail.
Yeah, you want to show his picture. Yeah, he's so cool. And, Rick Letty, he's a cartoonist, but to tell you the truth, I thought this poem was even more visual. It's a fantastic. I want to buy the media rights. But unfortunately, all rights revert to the authors upon publication, so you got to consult Rick Letty. You want to buy his mind. All right. I was never very good at math, but I do believe Thelma T. Reyna is here.
Yes, she is.
Yes. Would you like to read? Everyone in the room is read except for you and me. Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna be the last non-open readers, Thelma and me. Okay.
All righty.
Page 58.
58, thank you. Hi, everyone. So nice to see most people I know here. Hope you're having a good day. All right, so I'm reading on page 59, and it's Oak behind the dentist's office, Lake Avenue, and this is the real thing. This really happened. Never saw you full frontal till today, when I wandered weary from the coffee spot, eyes bleary from books and screens, to this parking lot buckled and leaf-strewn. The sun is high, half hidden in clouds airbrushed like smoke, but sunburst filaments flash here and there, a cliche photo of forestry leaning into center where we blink. Your knotted arms and swooping legs circle back unto themselves, curlicues high and low, creating cradles for human birds, teasing us to break bonds with earth, to coax ancient legs up toward sky, to hug bark and branch and inch our way through leaf and scratch entanglements, to reminisce on what we are,
travelers in middle spheres, children, men, elders, midwives, hugging earth, bound to roots, yet brushing brows with stars and satellites, mortals mixed with God and heaven dust. Thank you.
Oh, there goes a true writer. You ever get the opportunity to buy any of the books that Thelma has produced, don't hesitate. All right, she has a press called Golden Foothills Press. Check it out. Absolutely. And I never thought I would be sitting in a, you're distracting me. Sitting in a commercial establishment, there, I finally got through it. Sitting in a commercial establishment, talking to a computer. If someone told me this back in 2019, I would have said, "You crazy. Why would I do that?" Yeah. And here we are, living the hybrid life. Who'da thunk, who'da thunk. On that happy note, I ask you to please turn to page 8 for a self-indulgent couple of minutes. Yeah, I'm the one who took the directions about how long the poem should be very seriously. As you can see, I think there's about about 1/8 of an inch of space there at the bottom. That's about it. Because I turned 62, and let me tell you, that was dramatic. But really, I'm going to tell you right now, it takes a whole night to move me into another day. Sometimes it feels like the wait is too long to get there. Isn't the Earth going 67,000 miles an hour? Seems slower than that. Finally, a morning light warms my skin like I was a lizard. Makes me feel solar powered. Afternoon wafts over my face and arms, gently reminds me I'm still a breathing mammal. This tingling is welcomed by my healthy body. When I am sick, every normal sensation simply irritates my insides until I can junction to the function again. I get greedy, want a hot shower, otherwise I'm uncomfortably uncivilized. I also crave a daily release from my hormonal prison. Ejaculating resets my whole functioning. Sorry. I luxuriate in the endorphin aftermath. Hit that water, eat that breakfast, get creative. What poem will I write, revise, seek to publish to make use of my wakeful hours? Could be a great piece of poesy if I'm lucky. Build enough to create a personal chapbook or an anthology if I'm compelled to feed my mind with other minds. Throw in much music to listen to, and I'm amused by muses. Isn't that the highest form of poetry? Used to be employed for 43 annums, earned my meager pension. When I was younger, school and TV educated those brain cells. These diurnals, it's mostly short internet videos, I have to be honest. Still, I seek interesting conversation, so I purposely integrate live sound and vision events into my fortnights. You got that right. I got to have that weekly interactive fix of OPP, other people's poems, and OPO, other people's opinions.
Oh, okay.
You stepped in on a line there. Did I forget to mention love? That which I have sought for decades now, praying will last long enough to inspire lines. This one appears worthy of marriage once more. If she continues to desire my needs, and I work hard to grant her wishes, then I can be her genie, feeling I have lived, ready to die, knowing I did all I could to fill minutes with stimulating senses. What existence is all about. Block out the negative as much as I can, focus on what gives me the good of my fellow woman and man. I've been human so long. I'm going to miss it when it's gone. Of course, then I'll be a new incarnation, working my way back up the food chain, becoming the best bunch of cells I can be. Whether vegetable, animal, or mineral, every adventure to be had for moments, years, or even longer if I'm blessed by those fickle fates who spin this.
Talk Kingfisher Campbell, everyone.
Marvelously self-indulgent photo there. Me and my at that moment she was my soon-to-be wife. We've been married for just about 25 days now. Woo! So on that happy note, I say thank you to everybody that's in here. Be sure to get a copy. Contact me to get a copy. And I turn it now to our beloved open reading host, the wondrous Coco.
Woo! Coco!
Excuse me while I make my rounds. Okay. And now I'm knocking things over. That's right. Here we are back to our open read segment. Bless you, Mr. Kidd. Open read segment. I believe everybody who has just you two are not in here. So okay. So for the open read, let's start with Mr. Ken Scott. Everybody is in the house. I can't wait to hear what Ken has brought for us today.
I have two pieces, and these are new pieces that I actually wrote this year. The first piece, and then they're dark pieces. I will admit this.
Are they within 2 to 3 minutes, Ken? Because we want to try to keep it within the 2 to 3 minute read.
Okay, then in that case, let me just do the one.
Okay, perfect.
And this piece is called Such Forgetfulness. Oh, the center held, but it forgot its own name. And the fabric of peace is torn asunder, rendered null and void by a hollow vortex called greed, end result of a blinding amnesia that renders any and all sentient races extinct. And mountains took flight, not for justice, but for war, skies weeping as the quicksand drank oceans of blood, wiped her own mouth, and declared that there had been no transgression. And the center caused all creation to lose balance in that wretched maelstrom of insanity, children falling asleep like molten stones in lava pits with no hand of consolation to awaken them. Flying mountains of wrath, grinding intellect and patience to powder, while blood flows high as a horse's bridle, merciless souls complaining about the very end of days like it was a bad soap opera. And we have the nerve to wonder why skyscrapers collapse like thunder, and why the very ground is being violently rolled up like a scroll. No eon has ever survived such forgetfulness. And peace.
Awesome, Ken. Always awesome. Always awesome. Always powerful. Always thought-provoking. I'm going to sit with that for a minute. Let those juices marinate as we bring forth Mr. Christian Kidd. Musical chairs.
I didn't even know I was reading, or I didn't even know I was here. My poem today is called 30.
You haven't read yet.
Oh, I haven't read yet?
Yeah, now you're reading.
Oh, now I'm reading. Oh, good. Thanks, Tom. Don wants to remind me that I'm now reading, so I guess now I'm reading. So this poem is called 30. It was inspired by a Spectrum issue, wasn't it? About 30?
That's
30.
right.
Yeah. This many. Yeah, that many. All right, so Thomas Till and I have had 30 drinks for $60. It seems like a good deal. $2 a brew, all the liver disease you're backed up, overdone, COVID-riddled healthcare system can stomach. You hear that bending and breaking? It's the gentle purse strings and mercy of my healthcare provider, who won't cover 30 drinks for those under 30. Wish I was in Cuba, unlike the 30 Cubans on a raft. Oh, that's it. That's all I had.
Hey,
You said 1 minute. I want to keep it quick.
what am I doing? You're going. What's going on here? I think it was under 30 lines.
Ta-da! Okay, that was a little shorter trip. If I just do that, it will be good. Okay, back to our open readers. I see out in our Facebook poetry land, Miss Rose Liu. You have a poem for us today, ma'am?
Okay, I'll read. Let me see. I'll read. When a stroke hit mom, that day suddenly mom's blood vessel gelled up at her brain control center. Wirings lost. Commands couldn't reach her right side. Half of her body was shut down. Her right limbs were utterly incapable of defying gravity, as if they were chained down. She tried to talk, but words stuck in her mouth. She couldn't expel them out. Frustrated or embarrassed, she managed to smile, only twisted her face more. Isolated and disconnected, her left hand reached out to hold her right one. Eyes moistened, seemingly she was lamenting the loss of her right old body.
Wow. So beautiful, so beautiful. As we travel back into our live readers here, we're going to welcome Mr. Jesse Tovar.
Thank you, Coco. Thank you, everyone that's here at Truly Fresh J. So today I'm gonna read a poem that I read in San Francisco back in February. I'm gonna turn my laptop around so we can kind of try to make this look as good as possible. Well, then again, this is my YouTube channel here on the right, so on my right. I'm not using My Place Cafe's YouTube channel today since we're not at My Place Cafe. As you know, we've been doing stuff at My Place Cafe all through 2021 and through 2022. So the piece I'm going to read here is Rebirth and the Resurrender. So I can find it. Or if it'll load. Okay, put this here. Darth is told by Miles that Miles has resurrendered to Catholicism. Miles grew up as a Protestant. Miles was angry at Jesus Christ for killing his grandmother. Miles' grandfather is a devout Christ follower. Miles and his grandfather have a tumultuous relationship. For being a believer in Christ, Miles' grandfather can get nasty. Miles recently married a woman named Denise. Denise is Catholic. Denise grew up Catholic. Denise's family has been Catholic for generations. Dart, who has been thinking about the terms rebirth and resurrender, is supportive of Miles's rebirth into Catholicism. Dart is finally happy Miles has found his lifetime partner. Darth is also relieved because he can put the past behind him. One time, Darth asked Miles if they can hang out a case ball. Miles agreed. Miles was extremely shaky during his visit. Miles never thought in a million years he would see any of his friends without clothes. Darth thought Miles would object, but was shocked when Miles obliged. Afterward, Darth felt guilty placing Miles in such an uncomfortable position in an uncomfortable environment. Darth thought skinship wouldn't be so traumatic for a person. Darth was wrong. Going back to Miles and Denise, Miles felt he had to be one with Denise. In order to be truly one, Miles had to be in alignment with his lifetime partner. Miles does not wish to place his wife in alignment with his lifestyle and belief system. Miles' grandfather is disappointed Miles made this decision for himself. Miles chose himself. Darth, a Christ follower himself, thinks of rebirth because of Miles' conversion to Catholicism. Darth thinks of resurrender because he can guess it's a term to describe a backslider coming back to Christ. Darth thinks of resurrender because Miles is coming back, not only to Christ, but to the apostolic church system itself. And thank you all.
A very Easter appropriate poem, might I add.
At least she said something.
I know.
Okay. So I believe that's everybody in person. So let's go back into Zoom land. And I know Rose Hamilton, R.A. Runa, has something for us today, please. Miss Rose.
Thank you. Can you hear me okay? It's a long way from Nova Scotia, so I wanted to make sure it was loud enough.
Okay.
This one is a little dark and just a bit of a trigger warning. And it comes from, I live on a farm, and sometimes farm and the rest of the world is this kind of, difficult dichotomy. This one is called Sow and Reap. While I check in on the war from my farm, geese vie for dominance with the thump of faraway missile strikes in another time zone. I write poetry about blood, the agony of mothers splattered across the page from my safe place looking out on fields with grazing cows. A thundering cyclone bomb is no warning of annihilation, merely blowing rain. This spring, my hoe will turn over stones and clay, making way for potatoes. Farmers in that other time zone will look at rows of tank tracks plowing a field where only bones and artillery shells break into the sun. No matter how loudly the rooster crows, he cannot drown out a mother's weeping or the silence of blood-soaked baby blankets.
You know, Rose, I think I like all your poems that involve blood.
Also Easter appropriate.
Also
Yes.
Easter appropriate, yeah. I still think the Blood Red Thread was my favorite. I love these
Well, yeah, to tell everybody, tune in, what is it, next Saturday? Sunday?
Reverse orangutan.
Yes.
For the
Remember?
competition.
The big slam.
Yeah.
No, that's next Sunday.
Next Saturday. is
Yeah,
the
that's
big
what
winner,
she's talking
big
about.
winner.
Oh, sorry.
Rose is talking about the big slam because she's getting ready to do the big red thread.
Right.
She's getting ready for that performance. Okay. We have one more open mic reader that I can see in Zoom land, and that's Mr. Robert Fleming. I love your party hat. Is that a party hat you're wearing? It looks like a party hat. Yes. Very patient, Robert Fleming.
Good evening, I'm Robert Fleming. I'm a word artist from Delaware, and I will read a poem for the descendants of Abraham, which I am one. Here, 'cause I was born after my great granny firstborn was inside a ram blood painted door in Egypt. Here, 'cause I was asleep in a house next to a bombed house to separate Quebec from Canada. Here, 'cause I hid behind a bathroom door and behind a chair when Daddy brush beat sister who liquored at 12. Here, 'cause a president said AIDS, gave AIDS money, and CDC found transmissions and a pill. Here, 'cause I marched the Millennium March. March Day, the Capitol steps were bird pooped, not rainbow blood. Passover in Egypt, Passover in Quebec, Passover in Alcohol House, Passover by AIDS, Passover as gay, Passover.
Wow, Robert, that was incredible, incredibly powerful. I still am in love with your. I love hearing you read that with your party hat. That was the best part. Okay, do we have any other announcements, things that we're doing?
Okay, next Saturday is the big winners at the Reverse Orangutan in Glendora. We'll also have Zoom, and you'll be able to hear all the people who entered all the contests, not to mention the crazy folk who entered the poetry lottery. Somebody's going to win next Saturday, 3 o'clock. And then the very next day on Sunday, what's happening, Coco?
We're having the big slam. Your slam poet performers have been practicing and practicing, getting ready for the big slam on Sunday. And that's going to be at My Cafe in Pasadena. All of the information for these events will be made available on Facebook and also on SaturdayAfternoonPoetry.blogspot.com, as well as
SpectrumPublishing.blogspot.com,
And
FreshBlogspot.com, SundayAfternoonPoetry.blogspot.com.
2022 SGV.
Oh, forgot to mention it, 2022 SGVPF.
That's right.
SGVPF, that's San Gabriel Valley Poetry Festival.blogspot.com.
Yeah.
But one last time, everybody, please, in the house, thank Truly Fresh J.
This is our host over here. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Woo. Sorry, I didn't mean to close you. No, it didn't. It didn't. It's just, they're in limbo right now. They're there.
Yeah, we're just signing off.
We are getting ready to sign off here. We're taking some pictures at Truly Fresh J so that we can.
Of Truly Fresh Poets.
Truly Fresh Poets.
Truly Fresh Poets. Yeah.
Reading our anthology.
Get up by the sign over there.
Really cool.
Coco, I thought you wouldn't even read that accident. The volume was lowered. But it doesn't matter. We're ending.
Oh, it did? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Is that better? Okay, perfect. Yes.
Pick us up, Coco.
All right, guys, we will see you then. Have a wonderful Easter weekend, and we'll see you soon. Keep writing. Oh, the open mic is for those that didn't get to read during the reading. Yeah. Does Jesse want me to end his stream?
You did a great job. I don't know. And we're here every Saturday, so if you ever want to read again. I'm not here.